Alright friends, it's still gold time, and today we've got Just Cause 2. This is a game that I haven't played in years. In fact, the last time I played it, it was...
Whose car's that? Whoops.
back when I was shitter at this content creation game than I am now. If you think I'm bad now, just imagine me, but worse. That's when I last played this game. In Just Cause 2, you play as Rico Rodriguez, a man from a fictional country sent by the Americans to another fictional country to incite civil unrest and destabilize the region by committing various unforgivable acts of terror. Why? Because America fucking said so, shut up. I'm sure there is more to it, but if you're paying attention to the game's narrative, then you're already playing the game wrong. Just Cause 2 is effectively a Michael Bay movie adapted into a video game on steroids. This game is all about chaos, explosions, and destruction. Our job is quite literally to be a menace to society. And it has been nearly 8 years since I was last a menace to society. Well, not technically. But we're just going to forget about that. But it's time to change this. The first video I ever made on this channel was on Just Cause 2. It was a terrible video and it's not worth remembering, but it was my first video just the same, and since I have never done a coherent or even half decent video on this game. And that will never change, because that's not what Still Gold is about. Still Gold is a series where we do throwbacks. We go back to some of the old games, the great games of the past, and we play them and apply an absurd commentary to ruin them. So without further ado, please enjoy Just Cause 2 is Still Gold. Now, I have two options here. I can either go about my absurd commentary, or I can let the game just explain itself and be done with it.
Here we are, Panau Islands, Southeast Asia's best kept secret.
It's agency territory, right? US friendly.
Not anymore. And that's why we're here.
This is getting ridiculous, King.
Fucking love tuk-tuks, man. Basically, the Republic of Panau has ceased contact with the United States, and now we're here to destabilize the government, because that is, as always, a reasonable first step. Doesn't take them long to start firing missiles at us. In their defense, we are technically invading, but it's on now. This poor man is shot and falls out the helicopter, screaming. We jump out after him. We're not even trying to save him, we just did it for shits and giggles. Cinnabit! We discover that Rico has infinite parachutes because... I mean, of course he does. And we also need to recover crucial cargo that's conveniently fallen out of our helicopter straight into a military base. Because somebody decided to not strap it down, and now we've got a diplomatic incident on our hands. It's not the end of the world, we still have violence to fall back on, but I think it's safe to assume that a trade agreement is off the table. This game makes no delay in allowing you to lay waste to a small country's military infrastructure with minimal context. There's plenty of killing people in there as well, and this is what dreams are fucking made of, boys. Dragging people about with a grappling hook is simply too much fun. Safe. Anyway, a few murders later, and we finally retrieve that precious cargo. Memory cards. And now it's time to go. Wait, there's one more? Might as well blow some more shit up, make a day out of this. The game has made the mistake of giving me C4, which is nice. I do like a bit of C4 on occasion. I am very generous with it though. Now that I finally have all of the memory cards and destroyed everything in my sight, at last it's time to go. Whee! What on earth is going on here? I don't even bother to hop in the helicopter, I just swing around on the underside like a pensioner's scrotum. And all of that was just the welcoming party. The game hasn't even started yet, and I've already effectively declared war on behalf of the United States. We land at a house with a television outside playing state-approved material. A local greets us very warmly, which is nice. And now we're off to rescue an American man named Carl Blaine at a casino. In the process, I kill everybody. You don't really need precision on an unsanctioned mission. Oh, this is a nice car. Yeah! Next job is to climb up the casino with the grappling hook, which is quite satisfying, to be fair. It's just a little bit tricky. When we arrive at the top, we discover that Panau's government for some reason wants to blow up their own buildings, which is a bit strange. Disarming the explosives is pretty easy, to be fair. Demolishing the building didn't work, so they rock up in a helicopter, which I promptly hijack and then jump out of. I am chaos. Oh my god, what do you mean there's another one? Did you not learn your lesson? I guess they really didn't anticipate coked up Tom Cruise level blockbuster moves, and now Carl Blaine is going to pay the price. We meet up with Mr. Carl Blaine, he's a delightful fella, and we throw him out the window. For his safety. Conveniently, we land by his car, which has been buried under a single plank of wood. We then have to tow it out with a tractor. Being from Devon, this is my calling. Get off my land! After completely wrecking his car, I'm honestly not surprised he asks us to ride on the roof. The government is still after us, and at this point, I don't blame them either. Using the grappling hook, it's really fun to throw their vehicles off of the bridges. Save! More violence later and we finally escaped. Rico smashes through the window because he has no manners, prick, and disturbingly he sounds like my maths teacher from high school. After the cutscene ends, I steal Carl Blaine's car and blow up a petrol station, because creating a fuel crisis and therefore hiking the prices of fuel really helps the people of Panau. Anyway, we have our next mission, which is befriend the 3 major criminal organisations on the island, which can easily be distinguished by the fact that they all wear different coloured bandanas. And with all 3 organisations, you find yourself doing the exact same thing. Shooting people, blowing shit up, and on occasion, blatant terrorism. Yeah, the consequences of our actions are something of an afterthought in this game, so who fucking cares? My first stop was the Ula Boys. I didn't realise on the way to their stronghold I was driving a Roach's vehicle. I also killed a local. Also, on the subject of shortcuts, off-roading is not as effective as you might think. I summon the Ula Boys by interacting with a telephone and they rock up on a boat and take me to some Temple Island. Are these guys funded by like Elon Musk or something? We meet the gang leader who simply lets us join up far too easily, so he sends us with his mates to go and assault a military base.
Okay, move out, you laws!
It royally kicks off, and I didn't expect this because it's not predictable in the slightest, is it? We kill loads of soldiers, cause many explosions, and the stronghold commander thought it was hard as fuck until I rocked up with a minigun and blew his tank to smithereens, and the mission is over. Riveting. And now I have a machine gun mounted on a truck with a man named Barry in it. I quickly ditch Barry with the vehicle still moving because I realised the NPC AI in this game is pretty stupid and faction members will start shooting at the soldiers the moment they see them. Instead, I find myself driving up the road at 2 miles per hour in a Pagged tuk-tuk. And now I know exactly what I need to do. Take it off-roading. Oh my god, look at the state of it! I quickly replaced it with a pink tuk-tuk, which I love to pieces, and I want to see one driving around the streets of Greater Manchester. That would really make my week. And now it's time to head to our next objective, which is 10 kilometers away. And this is the slowest vehicle in the game. Buckle up, boys, it's time for a road trip montage. We've arrived at the hideout of the Reapers. No, not you. Shit, I've just killed one. I'm surprised that nobody seems particularly bothered, but I get the vibe they're not a big fan of the head of state. I shoot a barrel and it explodes, and before I know it, the authorities rock up. It's not a very good secret hideout then, is it? The Reapers send us to do effectively the same thing as the Ular boys, but now we're in the snow. It's a nice change of pace. Hello, mounted gunner. You are dead. With that behind me, there's no point rehashing the same thing. I've stolen a helicopter. There's only one fitting place to take it. On a rampage, killing everybody. Just as God intended. Yeah, you can steal Boeings in this game as well. And it doesn't take long to guess what a lot of people did with these Boeings when they got them airborne. Goodbye, propaganda trailer. A yellow tuk-tuk this time. I'm going to crash it into the petrol station. Thanks to the black market dealer, the Sloth Demon, I am going to purchase this plane.
Stand back. Dropping.
Nope, you don't get a refund. Let's try again. After all, money grows on trees. Alright, the plane didn't arrive on fire, so we're already off to a better start than before. Wait, shit, no we're not. Third time's the charm, however, I'm bankrupt now. I decided to fly it in a military base in the desert where I know I can get a bigger plane. Unfortunately though, I'm bankrupt and can't afford more ammunition, so I can't kill anyone here, and that colonel is right down there, asking to become dead. So I run him over with a plane that looks a bit like Megatron. But I suppose that's the joy of Just Cause 2. This game isn't about its story, it has one, but if you try to make sense of it, you'll just wind up bashing your head against a wall. It's total chaos for the sake of sandbox, and it's great fun. You want to run over a military colonel with a plane? You can. You want to ditch that plane somewhere? You can. Do you want to use a grapple hook to attach a tuk-tuk to it and take off? You absolutely can. Be my guest. You want to drive a tuk-tuk with a cannon on it? Brilliant. That's actually in the game. I fucking love it. Unfortunately, this time, I beached it on a military base before I could actually do any damage with it. Also, there's a strip club in the sky, and if you shoot anyone here, they go to space. The music here also kind of slaps. Other fun things you can do in Just Cause 2. Jump off of cliffs, aimlessly ride motorcycles around Panau and pretend that you're immersed in what's effectively a glorified terrorist simulator. Ride quad bikes without using your eyes.
Get off the street, you maniacs!
Yeah man, blow more shit up. Hijack people's cars for sport. Rack up stunt driver points for flat out speeding. Hurt yourself.
Row your boat. I'm jumping off of the deck, I've had enough.
And then you have side content. You can participate in races that may or may not require you to run over civilians. As a kid, I have no clue how this game got my attention, but it did. On some level, I guess I just crave the chaotic violence this game provides. I haven't played this game in years, and firing it up for this ridiculous video, it feels like it was only yesterday that I was last blowing up water towers around the city in the name of the greater good. Because that is exactly what I've been doing in real life.
I fucking love my tractor, I do!
I love Just Cause 2 and have very fond memories of this game, but the fun didn't stop there, because there was also the Just Cause 2 multiplayer mod. Because if Explosive Chaos wasn't enough for you, you can also do it with friends.
What the hell? Who is this? Who is this? What?
Apologies, I didn't fire that one up again because I don't want a brain tumour, though even that would certainly be preferable to watching my old content. What else is there to say though? Just Cause 2 was just a class time, and it certainly is still gold. Thank you for watching this completely brain-dead video of me revisiting the first game that I ever made a video on, if you could even call them that, on this channel. I remember recording these clips on my phone up to the screen, not very well obviously, whilst my mother was traumatising herself at the other room exploring the deepest and darkest corners of 13-year-old me's browsing history. This was technically the beginning of my YouTube journey, I suppose. Back in day, I was a little demon.
Ethan? No.
Now I'm a big demon with a beard. I guess that's progress, right? Anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff. That would be super awesome. And be sure to whack on notifications for this channel. It really helps out, and I really do appreciate it. And with any luck, I'll be seeing you all very soon with another video at some point. But until next time, please take care and goodbye.